There comes a point in every lifter's career where newbie gains are a thing of the past and you're stuck in the middle of nowhere trying to figure out what's next. Welcome to purgatory. Here's 3 deadlift variations you can do to improve your deadlift, and stick around to the end of this video. I'm going to tell you how to actually program them as well. Switching your deadlift stance can be extremely powerful. When we switch from conventional to sumo, we shift the focus on our body. Because of the leverages, I think a competitive sumo lifter has more to gain than a competitive conventional lifter by doing the opposite lift, but I think both can benefit greatly from it. As a sumo lifter, doing conventional can target the erector spinae and the glutes more, which can become underdeveloped when we're only doing sumo. So when you start to train the other stance, you're probably going to find it's a lot weaker. So if you thrive on learning new exercises and getting those newbie gains, trying the opposite stance is going to leave you satisfied like a nap after Thanksgiving. Additionally, it should strengthen your weak points, making your competitive deadlift even better. The second variation is a double pause deadlift. We all know that guy.
Bro, it's called a deadlift. That deadlift can put back down quietly.
But by not controlling that weight eccentrically, we're leaving a lot of volume on the platform and missed opportunities to grow, literally. With this, you want to pause just below the knee. This breaks the lift into its 2 components, the push and the hinge. This is also extremely beneficial if you find that your knees are locking out before your hips. Out of all 3 variations, this one's the best to help you master your technique. The third variation is a rack pull. Now, unlike the double pause deadlift, I actually like to have the bar a couple inches below the knee on this one. Not only do you get the benefits of a rack pull, such as an isometric back contraction and stronger glutes, but it also can really help with the timing. Breaking a complex movement down to a component is extremely beneficial for motor learning. Quite often we'll work on part A, and then we'll work on part B, and then we'll try to push them together. What can happen when we do this way is that transition from A to B never gets addressed. So by leaving the bar a few inches below your knees on the rack pull, you're addressing that transition, which is going to have big payoffs in your deadlift. There's a couple different ways you can program these into your cycle. I'm just going to go over 2 of them that I prefer to do. If you're a newer lifter, you're probably going to want to stick with either sumo or conventional as your main lift, and then add the variation in on another day. By doing it this way, we still get to practice our technique on that main lift while getting stronger with the variation. If you're more experienced, you can step away from that main lift and do 2 variations in the week. An example for a sumo competitive lifter is to do sumo on your deadlift day and then do a rack pull on the next day. Again, if you have more experience, you can do conventional on your main day and then do a double pause on the next day. The reason a more experienced lifter can step away from the competitive lift is because their motor program has been ingrained and they can get back into that lift with very little technique breakdown, where a new lifter is going to take time to relearn it again. The double pause and the rack pull can be done in either a sumo or a conventional stance. I prefer to do rack pull in a conventional stance because it works with glutes more, and then I'll do double pause on either stance. If you feel like your setup or your technique may be the issue, check out the video here on screen. It's a 2-part series on how to actually set up the deadlift, how to perform the lift, and common mistakes and how to fix them. I'll catch you on the next one.